Today we're talking about the power of Sunday dinners. And before we get into Sunday dinner specifically, I wanted to just share about why we decided to have a class on this topic. So this book, The Secrets of Happy Families, is so good, and I've been reading it, and there's a whole chapter about family dinner. And we all know these studies about why family dinner is super important. Let me just read from this book real quick. It says, a recent wave of research shows that children who eat dinner with their families are less likely to drink, smoke, do drugs, get pregnant, commit suicide, and develop eating disorders. Additionally, research found that children who enjoy family meals have larger vocabularies, better manners, healthier diets, and higher self-esteem. So I think like most of us are probably familiar with some of these studies by now, but the reality is, how do we actually go about having family dinner? It feels like there's so much going on, and there's always so many evening activities and kids sporting events and all of that kind of stuff. So we wanted to take a little approach and talk specifically about how we might be able to focus in on Sunday dinner and create a really special time on Sundays to join together as a family and have some of these shared conversations and experiences and good food. And to teach this class, we have brought on Jenny Evans, who is really the master at this. She hosts beautifully, and she gathers people into her home, and she's always inspiring us with the gatherings that she creates. So she's gonna show us her setup, and just remember, it's really not about the food or the presentation. It's about coming together and breaking bread together and the conversations that happen around the table. So keep that in mind, and we hope you're inspired by this class by Jenny.
Hi everyone, I'm Jenny Evans, and Jamie and Shannon invited me to come back on and teach another class on gatherings. I taught one class and it's been a while, so for those of you that are new onto their Instagram account, I hope that this is helpful to you. First of all, we'll be talking about the power of Sunday dinners. So just so you know, we have 6 children. And as most of you do know, as your children get older, like junior high, high school age, they get so busy with their activities and they're just not home a whole lot. So one thing that became very important to us was Sunday dinners, mandatory family Sunday dinners. And not only do we have family Sunday dinners with just our own family, we got into the habit of inviting other families to join us. It may be families that we already know and love, or it may be families that we don't know yet. Maybe new neighbors, maybe some families that have moved into your church group. Could be anybody, but it's such a great way to get to know people when you invite them into your home and at your table and break bread together. It's such a great way to start and build a great friendship. So the power of Sunday dinners is a real thing here in the Evans home. And so I hope that you guys can learn from some of the things I have to share with you all. Okay, first things first. The first thing I do is I plan out what I want to serve. Now I teach cooking classes, so I have files and files of my recipes. And a lot of times I'll go through those recipes and decide on what I want to serve. But sometimes I'll decide I want to try something new. But regardless of what it is, I will print out all the recipes that I want to serve. From the main dish, salad, bread, side dishes, dessert, you name it. Right here are some of the recipes that I have printed out for this week. Today is Sunday, so I'm doing a Sunday dinner this evening. And so there's all the printed recipes. From there, I go through each recipe and I write down my grocery list. My next and last list would be my prep list. So I write down my menu of what I'm going to serve, and then I will take everything I need to make and I will break it up for the week. So typically Monday is the day that I shop. So Sunday, obviously, Sunday night, after everything's said and done, I will decide what I want to serve the following week. Tuesday, the things I prep are things that I know that can last for the week. So, and as I go down, that's just how my prep work grows, just like that. And it's, as I said, it's according to how long things will last. Sunday, when I put things together, most of it's prepped or cut, so I'm just throwing it together and cooking it. So it makes Sunday a really easy day for me. Otherwise, I would just be going crazy on Sunday. And Sundays, to me, are not made for that. So I enjoy my Sundays, and I enjoy the process of cooking, but it's not crazy because of all the prep I've done the whole week before. Now, your list may look so different from my list. Maybe you're not going to home make everything on your menu. As I said, I teach cooking classes, so I love to cook. But maybe for you, you may only want to cook one or maybe two things, and that's totally fine. You can just plan on your meal, what you want to pick up, how you're going to reheat it, or however which way you plan on serving that. And then you can decide on the things that you do want to make and prep and cook for whatever days that you need so you can be ready. I would prep and cook as much as you can before the day of your dinner so that on the day of your dinner, you're more relaxed and not going crazy. All right. For me, the night before the dinner, I set out everything that I want to use for my dinner. And for my tablescape, a lot of it will start with this. I'll head to the store and decide what flowers and possibly greenery that I want to use. And then from there, I will decide the color of my tablescape. So we got these beautiful lilies that I picked up at Trader Joe's and these palm leaves that I picked up at the grocery store. And made some place cards right there. And picked up those on Amazon, which I will place like this on top of each plate. But I'll show you the whole table setting when I get going. So anyways, because of the flowers, we decided to go with the pink theme. I've got many dishes. So these are some pale pink dishes, some flax colored linen napkins. I've got some chargers here. I picked up some fabric that I thought looked great. I haven't decided if I'm going to use it or not. And then I've got my food pedestals and my silverware and my cups. So I like to serve family style. So I always put the food on the table so we can pass it around. I find that when you serve family style, it connects everyone at the table together. So that's the first area in which I have planned. So it's easy for me on Sunday to grab and just go set the table. All right, so here is the final tablescape product. Now, as you know, I have a lot of different tablescape stuff. Of course, you don't need to go out and buy all this stuff. I do all different kinds of tablescapes, and sometimes I just clip leaves or flowers from my yard. So don't feel like you need to go all fancy. But if you follow me, you will see the different type of tablescapes that I do from week to week, and some are seriously so simple, but you put it on the table and somehow it just looks magical. Okay, so here is our dinner. So what we got going on, we've got the candles, and just FYI, dripless candles drip when you put your dripless candles outside. It's just the way it is. So anyhow, we've got this beautiful dinner gathering. It's going to be such a great celebration. And so as you can see, I hope that you are inspired to do your own gathering. They're fun and it brings people together, and it's the best feeling. The power of Sunday dinners.
But we saw that movie.
So you've never done that, right?
No, the farthest I got was to the near the bottom end of the base. went through the base, so almost
gonna
the very
do that
end,
every time.
and then came back.
I don't know about you guys, but I want to be at that table eating that food. Looks so good. Thanks so much, Jenny. Let's talk about this concept of family dinner just a little bit more. So Sunday is such a good time to be able to gather everyone around. Hopefully there's less distractions on Sunday. And I love this idea in this book, again, The Secrets of Happy Families, where he talks about, he says, the point is, if you light a candle or put a flower in a vase or cover the table in craft paper and open up a box of crayons, you're showing respect for that meal. I, for one, find parenting challenging. I spend a lot of time beating myself up over everything I do wrong. I decided some years ago that family dinner would be the one thing that I could do right. And he was specifically interviewing someone who was a chef. And so maybe your strength isn't cooking or decorating, but maybe you can sit around the table and have bowls of cereal and have really great conversation. The point is, it doesn't really matter that much what you're eating or what the table looks like. It's about the conversations that are happening around that table. Today in Stories, we're going to be sharing a little bit more about some really great conversation starters, some fun ways to build multi-generational connection within your family around the table. We hope that you feel inspired to want to gather as a family, carve out some time, even if it's only on Sundays, just to be able to gather around the table together and enjoy a good meal together. Hope you guys have a great day.